You mentioned on Twitter recently, Mr. Bachchan, that that making movies involves now doing lots of interviews. The whole marketing strategy has changed. Do you see a shift in how your fans respond to you as well now? Just since they have so much more access?
Right. The only answer that I can give is that for 28 years, every Sunday, the crowds come outside, the fans, the well-wishers come outside my gate. And they still have that same amount of enthusiasm. Okay, there could be people that are not connected to the net. But yes, you're right. In a sense, it is, in a sense, decimating your visibility and the factor that you are not easily approachable, making it a lot easier for them. But somewhere I think that it has brought me a lot closer.
Sure.
I write a blog every day, and I consider them my extended family, and they've all formed wonderful groups. They interact with each other. They join me wherever I travel at times. They come to my concerts in Paris and New York. It's a fantastic feeling. And they're there with you every day. So it's like, you know, a part of a family that moves along with you every day. In that sense, yes, I feel that I'm more connected to them. And I get to have an instant reaction.
Right.
I put something on Twitter, and within seconds, I get, 500 reactions to something. I don't think you're saying the right thing, sir. I think you should have done this, or damn good, or brilliant. So we never had this opportunity earlier on. So I could have been making a mistake for years and years and years, not knowing that I was actually going wrong. But now at least you have the facility of the fan telling you, I think you spelt this word wrong, sir, and stuff like that. It's fantastic. I think it's wonderful.
Okay. Now, with KBC, Mr. Bachchan, you really started the trend of actors hosting TV shows in India. Today, every major actor, every significant actor is hosting TV shows. For you, now that KBC enters its 5th season, how do you keep it exciting?
See, KBC by its own is a format that is unbeatable.
Right.
It's the format itself, the strength of the format, that is attractive. So I think that is a given. When you add little things to it, then in order to make it more exciting, those are the additions that come on, which perhaps give it a sense of longevity. Each season, I think, has had that little input. I think what is being designed for this season is a greater interaction with the public that's viewing it, and perhaps giving them opportunity to win some prize money as well. The fact that KBC started in the year 2000. We are on 2011 now. In 11 years, the country has made huge amount of progress. There's been development. There's been greater connectivity. And that connectivity is now showing its face on programs like, any of these talent contests or any of these game shows. So if you watch some of the talent shows these days, it's just unbelievable. I was watching one yesterday, and it's just incredible, these little youngsters coming in, singing so beautifully, and coming from very small places. So, in a sense, television is providing opportunity to recognize what actually India is all about.
Sure.
The small town India or the rural India. Most of the contestants that came in the last season of KBC were from very small towns. The lady that won 1 crore rupees came from a town I had never heard of before. And she came from a Muslim background, somewhat conservative, comes out here, never sat on a plane ever in her life, never been to Mumbai ever, comes onto KBC, comes onto the hot seats, wins 1 crore rupees. That's saying something. So I think it's these stories and these moments in KBC that make the program. Koi bhi aadmi chota nahi hota. Everyone they have an importance in life, and they're valuable. Look at our cricket team, for example. They're all from small towns. 10, 15 years ago, cricket team belonged to Shivaji Park.
That's right.
Now we have, we have Dhonis and Rainas and Virat Kohlis and everyone coming from these small centers and making it big. So there's a story here for the country.
Sure. Now, after Bbuddah, your next film will be Prakash Jha's Arakshan, in which you play a college professor who experiences student politics. What did you major in while you were in college, and did you witness instances like this while you were on campus?
Now that I look back, I think I made a mistake. I did BSc. I graduated in BSc, but I felt that that was a mistake the moment I attended my first lecture. You do very well in senior Cambridge. It was senior Cambridge at that time. And you do very well in maths and physics and chemistry, and feel, yeah, I'm going to be a scientist. So you apply for science college, and you enter, and in the very first lecture you realize, that, gosh, this is huge. So anyway, I had a very good tenure in college. I will not regret it. I regret perhaps that had I known that I would want to go and join films, I would have benefited if I had gone to an acting school or learned something more about the craft. But science says, I don't use any of it now.
Right.
I don't even know what Ohm's law means now, which is a pity. So graduation was almost like peer pressure.
Okay.
Parents in those days, for them the ultimate thing was, beta graduate ho jao.
Right.
Phir uske baad jo bhi karna karo. Now my grandson is hardly 8 or 9 and he knows where he's going. My granddaughter is 13 and she's absolutely clear what she's going to do. And the kids of today, they're just remarkable. So there are so many opportunities that have opened up. So Arakshan doesn't really deal with the factor of reservation per se. Yes, reservation is a part of the story. But it deals with the problems of education in the country. And there are many.
Sure.
Reservation itself is a huge problem.
Right.
And we haven't been able to find a solution to it. You take one side and you find that the other side needs attention. You take the attention here and you want to pay attention to the other side. There's a whole process of capitation of fees and the amount of money that's being made. There's the whole question about coaching institutes that have come up. And the recognized teachers from universities actually going to the coaching institutes because there's more money there. These problems put together in the form of a story.
Finally, Mr. Bachchan, there's no way I can let you go without asking you to say that line, which of course all your fans are enjoying thoroughly. It is of course...
Buddha hoga tera baap.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Mr. Bachchan. Looking forward to seeing Bbuddah. Here's hoping that all the fun that you've had making this film translates as an experience for the audience that watches the film. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me, Rajeev. Thank you.